Hey there, welcome to The Bad Hire, the show with hiring disasters and guaranteed firings. I'm Ken Monroe, and I'm with Emma, Morgan, and Nathan. Welcome, guys. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Great.
Every week we bring the wildest, weirdest, and most jaw-dropping hiring fails from offices, job sites, and organizations across the country. Some of these stories will be shocking, some of them hilarious, and some will make you double-check your own coworkers. And right now, we've got a big reason for you to send us your hiring stories, your bad hire stories. We're running a $10,000 contest. Just send in your best bad hire story for us to read here on the podcast. Funniest, craziest, most outrageous story. We'll pick the best one from the season, and we'll give that person $10,000. So submit your stories. We want to hear them right good, because we're going to read what you write when you send it in.
So we came here with some stories today. So that mean that we're entering in to win this contest?
No, you guys don't get to win.
Oh, man.
I don't know why we did it then.
Yeah.
What am I even doing here?
Oh, you thought that's
Just kidding.
All right. So you can send in your stories, change the names to protect the not so innocent if you need to. But when you do submit them, you'll let us know who you are and what you do, so we can reach back out to you if we want to learn more about your story, have you on the show even to read it or be a guest, whatever it might be. So let's get started. Who's got good stories? Have I got some?
You guys?
All right. Here's the first story. I had a candidate accept a job, drive 2 hours, check into the hotel they put him up for and temporary housing. This was on a Friday. Stay a week, then quit. No call, no show the following Monday. Mm-hmm. Turns out he ordered room service every day on the company's dime, bought movies on the TV, stole all the training manuals and stuff, and went back to work at his old company because, well, he never quit. He took a week's vacation from his old job.
To order room service?
Yeah.
It was all worth it.
I could think of so many other things I'd rather do.
Yeah.
That chicken parmesan at the hotel was worth it.
Yeah. What hotel was this? Like, was it a nice one or like a motel?
Days in with some frosted flakes.
Yeah.
It was all worth it.
Oh, no.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
That's a lot of process.
Have you ever charged?
How do you even think of that? Like,
Emma, have you ever charged a movie onto your company and just put it to your room and just?
No, I haven't.
I don't think I've paid for a movie, like not at a movie theater, in 20 years. Like, I don't think I've rented a movie or anything like that. Yeah.
All right, hear about this one. Back in 2012, I had a client ask my candidates, tell them something interesting about themselves that's not work related. Oh my gosh. To which the candidate replied, I like to make date rape drugs in my bathtub on the weekends.
They said this where? In the interview?
What?
Yes. I'm hoping that was a joke.
My strength is honesty, I guess, is what they're going to say after that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So the employer says, hey, tell me something interesting about yourself that's just not work related. And I like to make X drugs in my bathtub on the weekends.
Wow.
Sounds like Breaking Bad.
I guess so.
I was about to say, talk about that's a real icebreaker.
Yeah. Normally that's when you lie and say, I like to go run, I like fitness, or not.
I like walks
take
on
care
the
of
beach.
myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every morning I get up at 4:30, do 2 hours in gym.
He didn't even reframe it. He could have been like, I'm really good at chemistry.
Yeah.
I'm really good at chemistry.
I'm resourceful.
Mm-hmm.
That's
have a side hustle.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, I'm betting they did not get the job. All right. So how about this one? Long ago, a candidate arrived at an investment bank for an interview with a beer and a cigarette in his hand.
Okay.
These are just interviews.
I couldn't understand why they didn't go down very well for him.
This is the bad interview.
Yeah.
This is for my break.
Yeah.
You've got to have stories like that. Just people who showed up for their interview. I don't know.
This
Not
is my
dressed
snack.
Appropriately or like.
Yeah.
I think bad interview stories could actually be way funny, right? I hope people will send some in.
Oh, I have some in my list for interviews.
Yeah, we'll
for
count
this
those.
episode.
If you send in bad interviews, it'll be up for contention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want the bad hire too.
Yeah.
I mean, they were so bad they couldn't even get hired. So I mean, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's how bad of a hire it is.
Yeah.
Who? What? The interview was just so bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's like so many crash and burns in the interview process. All right, someone sent in this one. A new engineer casually mentioned.
It's odd. He's already laughing.
A new engineer casually mentioned he had court-ordered monitoring of his online activity.
Mm-hmm.
Who did he say that to?
I'm assuming he shows up to work and lets everyone will casually mention he had court-ordered monitoring of his online activity. Turned out he was a convicted for undisclosed, that was undisclosed during hiring, immediate termination. How does that get past the background check? Like it's sentenced to constant monitoring of your...
Yeah.
By the way, I'm already being monitored.
Yeah,
this
just so
is
y'all know.
This is just small talk in the kitchen. It's like, oh, thanks for
I
hiring me.
gotta be
Yeah.
careful. I have a VPN and other things.
Yeah. Among other things.
That's the thing is like
Don't
all
give
this
him
stuff.
more computer.
I feel like a lot of this stuff comes in accidentally, like when you're just in a conversation, and that's how these companies find out these crazy stories about whoever it is.
Oh, I was reading Reddit earlier today, and it was just an entire thread of like how to lie. Just people just like, hey, good for you, because they were lying about their resume.
Yeah.
And they were just, oh yeah, no, I just made this up and I made that up, and the company doesn't check, and literally just an entire thread of coaching, how to lie on your resume, how to, add jobs, how to fill in missing gaps. I guess this was, maybe he read this on a, maybe
it's
he read
crazy
this.
how open some people are
Especially
about
Reddit.
these things. Like,
They-
oh yeah, just lie about this or lie about this. It's fine.
let
fine.
me share it to Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy stories.
Yeah.
Okay,
They'll
so-
never know.
I'm not sure I want to end on that one. For me, just need something a little more wholesome.
Okay.
Okay, we
Okay.
Wholesome.
Wholesome.
Wholesome bad
that is
hires.
just not a
Yeah.
convicted,
Okay.
Right.
I got you.
Right.
All right, we were in a rush to fill a key developer role for a critical project. The candidate's resume was impressive. Great technical skills, experience with similar projects, glowing references. The interview went well, and we were convinced we found the perfect match. Once hired, things quickly went south. The new hire struggled to communicate with the team and often missed deadlines. Their work, while technically sound, was full of bugs and lacked attention to detail. The worst part was the negative attitude. They were resistant to feedback and often clashed with other team members. After several months of deteriorating team morale and project delays, we had to let the person go. It was a tough decision. Was it? It was a tough decision.
They must have had a relationship with them. I mean,
Hold on. After months of struggling to communicate, missed deadlines,
They're terrible all around.
work that
It
was
a bad-
full
it
of
was a tough
bugs,
decision.
full of bugs and lacked attention to detail, it was tough to let him go.
Wow.
But they're good at their job, but then they're bad all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a tough decision, but necessary to get the project back on track. What I learned is skills and experience are important. So is how someone fits in with your team's culture. Now we prioritize cultural fit during the interview process. Okay. All right. I
Yeah.
like that.
You think they
That
would have
wasn't
thought of that
crazy.
a little bit going into it.
Yeah.
Cultural
Yeah.
fit.
Well, you can think about a technical organization that's like so focused on skills-based hiring that they're
Mhm.
just like, we need skills. And,
hmm
they don't really, focus on that.
hmm
And then, they find out it's important. So,
Then they get in there and everybody hates them and they hate everybody. And it's like, oh, this person's good at their job, but
Yeah.
they're bringing everybody down.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like, a culture bomb, I think, when you hire somebody like that. And I don't know why they said it was so difficult to let them go. All right. So, Nathan, what do you got? I heard you had a couple
I
stories.
got a couple stories.
All right.
I texted them to myself. Okay, here's the first one. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Ready.
Let's hear it.
I worked in a coffee shop in a bookstore. While the cafe manager was on vacation, the store manager hired someone without waiting for the background check to process
Oh.
because she was kind of in a rush, I guess. The guy she hired kind of creeped everybody out, but it was a temporary position, so we figured we just wait it out. Suddenly, the store manager quietly let everybody know that he would be leaving without giving any more details. But he came in for his one last shift and he loudly announced to everyone that he had a warrant out for his arrest in another state and he would be going to jail.
Oh.
And the cafe manager banned the store manager from ever hiring anybody ever again.
I don't blame them.
Good band.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for those creepy
I
old
don't know why
men.
they let him come in one more time.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you know what? We'll just
Finish
let
up
you
your
go
last shift.
quietly. And he comes
Yeah.
back in, hey, everybody.
It should have been a sting, like when he gets there, the cops are waiting. Come in for your last shift. Yeah.
Surprise.
Well,
Well-
we recommend background checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We recommend. That's why.
Got the sponsor. Right
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
Right there.
B checks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got another one. Our new head of IT catcalled a woman in the parking lot on his way into his first day of work.
Oh my God.
And that
Always
woman,
that
Right.
guy.
that woman turned out to be the head of research and development.
Oh, jeez.
And he was fired before lunch.
The recruiter on that one was like, "Oh my god, that didn't happen."
It could have been anybody, like Catcalling anybody, but it happened to be the head of research and development.
Well, it would have mattered who it was, but
Karma exists.
yeah,
Karma exists.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Let's see. I had a sales rep and the company hired ghost everybody. He stole the company car. And eventually the car was found 3 states away with all the seatbelts cut out, and they never heard from him again.
All the seatbelts.
3 states
Why do you-
away.
So not only was he a bad hire, but also he's not safe on the road. He's not even using seatbelts.
Yeah,
So it's bad all around, really. Those are the ones I have.
you probably sped too and drove fast or something. I don't-
It's like, no, being a bad hire, being bad for your company is one thing, but at least be safe on the streets. You know what I mean?
It's still the company car.
Yeah.
It was just okay.
The Toyota Avalon, whatever they had,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
what it was taken. Yeah.
Ford Taurus.
It's sad. Yeah. I don't know. Emma, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple here. This one's a little long, so bear with me
We're
here.
in for it.
Try to keep it PG for all the listeners out there.
Censor-
This one isn't
censor
a,
what you
this
need.
one isn't a bad one, but I have a couple of maybe questionable ones. I once had this quirky guy working for me, strange hippie dude. That's what it says. Strange
I'll
hippie
get that
dude,
started.
but did decent work. He called me one morning saying he was going to be late. Whole lot of commotion in the background and yelling, and he hangs up. I work construction, and some of us blue collars have other things going on in life. So I give the benefit of the doubt. So as long as you're here on time, sober, and not asking for your check early every other week, it's fine.
Okay.
So
Any-
lots of leeway. Lots of leeway.
Anyway, about 2 hours later, he shows up and has scratches all over his face and his arms.
Scratches.
I say, "What happened to you?" Like, what happened? He then proceeds to tell me how he was peacefully sleeping and his cat brought him a present, a squirrel. Mind you, apparently the squirrel wasn't quite dead and the cat dropped it in his bed, and apparently the squirrel came out of its half dead trance or whatever and just ripped his face apart.
Oh my gosh.
And was tearing around the room when he called me.
That's not his fault.
Yeah, I'm saying that's like an actual acceptable reason.
How
to late
dare
to
he
work.
get torn apart?
I'm gonna
by
be
his
late.
wife?
Oh, I think it's crazy that y'all believe a squirrel did it.
Who do you think did it?
Well, surely, it definitely
You
wasn't
never
a
know.
sguirrel.
You never
I think
know.
he's covering for something else.
Oh no.
I think his girlfriend tore him to pieces.
All it takes-
Dang.
All it takes is one squirrel. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how big the claw marks were. I mean,
Yeah,
That's
pretty
insane.
crazy. Here's another one. A
That
few
was
years.
just, by the way, was that his first day?
Yeah, that's really
Sounds
bad.
I'd like to know how that story
I don't
ends.
know. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
Like, how long did that guy last, and how many stories did he come up with? Because he started out with a crazy.
He just said he
Uh,
called me one morning, so I'm
oh,
assuming
okay.
it wasn't his
All
first
right, that
day.
was first
yeah.
day.
Maybe there was other excuses before
Well,
that
he said,
one.
yeah, okay. He said, didn't he say he was a hippie dude and he did good work?
Strange
So he
hippie
had been
dude.
there a while. All right.
Yeah.
But out of all
That would be a
lies-
bad first day story,
Out of
though.
all lies to tell, is if you're going to come up with something to tell
make
your
it
boss,
outrageous.
Yeah.
You gotta make it
The
outrageous.
squirrel got in, the cat let him in. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more believable if it's crazy.
Or if it's true.
Yeah.
True.
I guess so. I have another one. Here we go. A few years back, I made some changes to our employee manual, so I put a couple of copies in the break room for everyone to read if they wanted. The next day, one guy from the shipping department, who had worked there for over 10 years, walked into the main office and punched another guy. He had had a little feud with him, so he punched him in the right side of the face. Caught him totally off guard, knocked him out of his chair and onto the floor. The shipping department guy then walks out of the office and then goes back to his job like nothing happened. Police were called, gave him a citation. I told him to grab everything and he was done. He got all upset because he had been reading the new employee manual, and one part had
Oh, no.
said if there was a problem with an employee, they would be verbally reprimanded, then suspended from work, and if it continues, they would be fired. He assumed he could punch the other guy in the face twice without being fired first.
I figure I at least get 2, right?
3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah, I get 2 strikes, right? So he was the one who punched him in the face, and that he was the one who was mad that he wanted a little more grace.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. When he'd been working there for 10 years.
You know, I don't. What he had got
Working there for 10 years, he's like,
that's a heck of a
finally,
feud. That's a
free
big. That's a big
pass.
feud. How do you make the shipping guy that mad?
I don't know. Delivering a shipment off time, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know why people would think, oh, this is how I'm going to settle it. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
really getting along with this guy. I'm
Hmm.
going to go through the right side of his face.
I'll read one more for now. This one says, my mom was a dentist for years, and when I asked what was the worst thing she had to fire someone for, she didn't disappoint. Over the course of about a month, my mom noticed that several of her patients were complaining that the amount of oral anesthetic they had wasn't enough, even at the max amount, aka it really hurt during mouth surgery. She couldn't give any more anesthetic, so she got suspicious. A few hidden cameras later, she found out that one of her dental hygienists was stealing the anesthetic and
What?
replacing it with water.
Water?
Just injecting them with
Oh my
water.
gosh.
Who's gonna notice?
Yeah.
That's a bad hire.
That's
A
horrible.
really
That's a
bad
bad-
one.
That's,
Yeah.
That could be the winner.
What do you do with anesthetic? I guess I'm out of the loop.
I don't know.
Yeah, anesthetic is what you
No,
inject
he's saying
into-
like, what did they need it for?
Yeah,
Like,
like-
what were they stealing
for like
it for?
root canals, for
No,
like
oh,
teeth
I know that.
removal.
What-
Oh,
not why
they
the
shoot themselves
dentist
up
needs
so
it.
they don't
What-
feel anything.
Okay.
You can.
So a dentist is this
Morgan's
doctor
gonna
that works on teeth.
Morgan tells me why the dentist
Well,
is
my
going to
dad
use
did
it.
it, so I'm like,
I'm like,
no, people. There are people who shoot themselves up with anesthetic. Like,
Okay,
they've,
all right.
we've had
Roger
As,
that. I
as
get
they're
it.
high? It's
Yeah.
just
like
my mouth is
people
numb?
have come into my dad's office and stole anesthetic out of drawers before
wow.
to shoot themselves up. They just shoot it up like heroin almost.
Oh my God.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, you can kill
I-
yourself that way though.
All
So
right.
Wow.
Seems like a bad hire.
yeah,
Let's not give anybody any advice.
yeah.
out
This is not.
Yeah.
This is not
Wow.
advice.
there. Do not do
Do
that.
not do this. We
That's
just
my
cut that part
advice.
out.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Bad hire.
I said that was my last one, but here's a short. This one's really short, and it's kind of funny. Just shows like how stupid some people are. I worked for a private ambulance company for a while. One of my coworkers had a patient die in the ambulance with her. Then she told the person driving to pull over. She took out a cell phone and dialed 911 from the back of the ambulance.
What?
Stop the ambulance. I gotta call 911.
Also, what is a private ambulance? I've
I'm
never
not
heard that
sure.
before.
I don't know you could start a
I'm
private ambulance
Not
company.
sure.
It's like when you order Amazon and it's like some random driver that drops off your stuff. Is that like the alternate for ambulance?
I guess.
Okay, that's all.
I'm not sure.
So
It's
she's in
a
the back of the
private
ambulance.
ambulance company is what it says.
Maybe they didn't hire like nurses and things or
Yeah.
EMTs to be back there. Just like people to be
I don't
back there
know.
to because they were just
I don't know.
transporting.
Like, I don't know. We're already on the way to the hospital, but let me call 911
Pull over.
anyway while we're back here,
Yeah.
just in case.
That's crazy.
Yeah, pull over to call.
I don't know if that's a bad hire as much as it is like maybe it's a
Sad hire.
bad business.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different podcast.
The sad hire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's crazy.
That's all I got.
All right.
All right.
What about you, Morgan?
All right. I have one that was actually sent in to me by somebody.
This is the
So
first candidate.
yeah, this is our first $10,000 candidate. So, and this is a lengthy story, and she told it very well. So I'm gonna start from the top. And this is sent in by Kelsey Masterson, and she works in the dental industry. So another dental story. All right. She said, some mornings you just know the day's about to go off the rails before the coffee even hits your bloodstream. It was around 7:30 a.m. when the dentist I worked for, the owner of the practice, walked through the door with a little too much bounce in his step. That alone should have been my first red flag. He said, "Hey," grinning, "I think I found our first new office manager. She'll be here tomorrow for her first day." Pause. He hadn't even posted the position yet.
Mm.
She said, "No, sorry, what?
Inside hire.
We're hiring?"
Inside hire.
Yeah. "Yeah," he said, "already halfway to the office. She's perfect. You'll love her." I
Awesome.
stared after him, mentally going through every job listing platform we hadn't touched. Where the heck had he found someone? Curiosity and a strong sense of impending disaster led me to ask for her contact info purely so I could help guide her into the right parking garage downtown Seattle. I mean, we were a mere couple blocks away from the Space Needle, and the parking garage was hidden in an unmarked alley. What I didn't expect was that a simple reverse phone number search would spiral me into the Twilight Zone.
Wait. Wait. So, hey, can I have her contact information?
Just for parking.
unrelated.
Just for parking.
Yeah.
A simple reverse.
Yeah. She said, "Let me go find this girl."
On a different note.
Yeah. She was curious. I mean, we all are curious, I guess, when a new hire comes in.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to be your coworker? This girl just took it to the next level.
Yeah, this next level.
So
Due diligence.
she said, when I did that, she went to the Twilight Zone. Well, her, not just one, but 2 escort sites
Oh.
she was on.
Oh,
2.
Okay.
okay.
So her name, phone number, and very recognizable profile pictures, all publicly available, were left without zero doubt that that was the same woman scheduled to start today as our new office manager. I showed our associate dentist. We both stared at the screen like it might blink first. She said, "I'm not comfortable with this." And that was the biggest understatement of the year. We talked, we strategized, we debated whether to confront the owner or wait for the morning horror show to unfold, and we decided to confront him. But the owner, utterly unfazed, doubled down. She has experience.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
I'm sure she does.
Sure. Maybe not dental experience, but something.
I'm
is what
sure.
She said.
Well, she's probably never been an office manager of a dog.
No, just
No.
she's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
The next morning, she arrived. And yes, she looked exactly like her online persona, but in an overdressed, straight out of a catalog, business casual disguise. No effort to blend into a professional setting of a dentist's office.
Mhm.
She didn't know a single thing about our software. Insurance? Oh, dental is different than medical? Scheduling? Nope. Billing? Not even close.
So she didn't have experience.
No. Basic HIPAA compliance? What's that? But she did know where the back office was because that's where she spent most of her time with the owner with the door closed for
right.
hours.
Right.
She said the
One of
rest
those
of us
stories.
were left stunned in silence, trying to hold the practice together while explaining to the patients why our new office manager couldn't answer the phone or schedule appointments or, be located at her desk at all. So she lasted a whopping 3 days. By day,
That's a long
I guess
time.
4, she said, she vanished. No resignation, no explanation, just gone like a fever dream we were all too eager to forget. And she said it's been 13 years and that same associate and the dentist and I still laugh about it to this day when I'm in the chair for an appointment.
Wait.
Wow.
So I guess she still goes back to like her old office and reminisces about.
Okay, so she.
Like, oh, remember that one time you hired?
Yeah, exactly. Like an escort.
Hey, do you remember that?
Yeah.
That office manager who only lasted 3 days, like that's the story.
What was the second day like? How did she last 3 days?
I
It's
mean,
funny to me because, she brings it up every single time she comes in. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you forget.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I guess her second day was pin up in the office in the back. Like,
Wow.
that's all I could think of. So
It's a bad hire. Like,
yeah.
should have hired that person. Bad
Well,
hire.
I think there's bad hires sometimes by the company, like makes
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this, and then there's just bad hires that for the coworkers,
Yeah.
right? They're just the
Mhm.
receiver of a bad hire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It's a
hilarious.
Good length
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been fun.
it has
All
been
right.
fun.
This is my last story of the day.
You guys did good.
Yeah.
This
See you
is
next
from
week.
Reddit, by the way, y'all. All right.
Okay.
So the tagline is murder.
Oh,
All right.
jeez.
Oh,
So
What, can you even say that on social media? The tagline is.
all right, killing.
The
I don't know
tagline is.
what the-
What are they?
I think murder's allowed.
Unaliving.
Unaliving, yeah.
Unaliving. Okay.
The tagline is
tagline's
unaliving.
This says, I was finishing up an interview and said that we need to do a background check. So as long as you didn't unalive somebody, we should be okay. The candidate replied, well, what if I did?
Okay, that happens. It actually happens.
He had unalived someone in a bar fight and due to some other factors had only had to serve a few years.
Wow.
So
I don't know.
Guess.
You know, I'm a big believer in like letting everyone tell their story, right?
Yeah.
So
Guess he definitely wasn't expecting him to
I'm-
say, "But what if I did?"
Yeah.
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 I mean, that would have been like,
I
Like,
think-
oh, as long as you don't do that, like you're good.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of recruiters do that, right? When they kind of make light of it and say, oh, and you were going to do your background check. You don't have anything. You haven't unalived somebody, have you? Like it's a
Yeah.
little bit of a
Like,
Yeah.
ha ha ha.
yeah, and
but also,
but
making sure.
Yeah.
it's kind of like their way of asking without being
Too forceful.
like too harsh or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
and then so. That I would guess that 99% of people go, oh no, bro, totally good,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then hope they
Nothing to
don't
worry
fuck
about
up.
from me.
Yeah.
At least the guy was super honest,
Yeah.
right? I'm a big believer in everyone getting to tell their story,
Mm-hmm.
and then if they've put it together and they're contributing and back on schedule, then rock on with them.
Mhm.
But very cool, I think. But clearly, maybe they didn't say whether they hired him or not.
No.
Guess we'll never know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Could have gone either way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys did awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was good. Some cool stories. I think the cat cuddler still is right now.
The nuzzler.
Just the nuzzler, is that what it is? Yeah, the
Yeah.
nuzzler,
Yeah.
the cat nuzzler.
Yeah.
Cat nuzzler still can't get that one out of my head. So
Well,
I'm
that
still thinking
story
even
had a bong in it. In our next
Yeah.
episode, I have another story that has a bong involved. So maybe second run
all
around.
right.
Oh,
Unfortunately, no one
spoilers.
submitted that. So
Spoilers.
the
Yeah.
cat nuzzler has to be taken off the top of the heap
Sure.
right now.
I know. Yeah, the ones we bring in, I guess, don't count,
Yeah, they don't.
sadly.
Yeah, you guys cannot win.
Just for y'all's entertainment.
So I'm encouraging everyone to submit their story so that they can take down the cat nuzzler and these three who aren't in the contest. We're looking forward to getting the stories, and we want to read them. And clearly, we have a lot of fun doing it. The bad hires. We want to make light a little bit of the bad hire. Like most of us here, our entire career, or big portions of our career today, at least, are about preventing bad hires. And we know that recruiters and talent acquisition folks, that's what they live for. Everyone experiences a bad hire. We all miss the mark sometimes, and it's often fun to just kind of make light of it, know that it's not the end of the world, and reload and try again to find great talent. But so thanks. I want to thank our sponsor, B-Checks, right? If you're going to hire somebody, make sure your next hire is not a bad hire. Screen them with using B-Checks, background screening company. Thanks to them for sponsoring us, and we'll see you on the next show.
This podcast is sponsored by B-Checks. Ever hire someone who looked great on paper but turned out to be a walking HR nightmare? That's where B-Checks comes in. With incredible accuracy, lightning fast results in under 20 hours, and fraud-catching tech other screeners miss, we help schools, cities, ministries, and businesses hire the right people the first time. Switch now and get up to $2,000 credit. Don't let your next bad hire be your problem. Visit bchecks.io and protect your team, your reputation, and your sanity.